It's the 14th of July, 2020. I just wanted to do a kind of an update video on a couple of things that happened over a year ago. I think it was about a year ago. Had a couple of different DUIs that I did stories on. One was the Christine Huckaby. The other one was the Karina Rusk. The Huckaby woman actually followed me through Monterey. She found out through friends of a friend what I drove and followed me and had an envelope that she said she'd been carrying around for a while to show me that she wasn't actually terminated from the city of Monterey, that she put in her resignation and that the city manager accepted it. From what I understand from people at the city, she wasn't given a choice. So she was, given the opportunity to leave. I guess that would afford her the ability to go on to another government job somewhere else, or help her in some way, shape, or form. Drunk driving's a bad deal. It screws you up in so many different ways, but I think that people should be held to a certain standard and so forth, especially if you're working for the government and the taxpayers are paying your paycheck. And then there was the issue of, I guess, her child or a child was with her at the time. So there was a child endangerment charge that was leveled against her, according to the arrest record. So she had followed me, got emotional, and wanted me to remove the video that I posted on YouTube. She even went so far as saying it was around Christmas time when this happened, that, well, it's Christmas. And I thought about it, and it came back to me that she got her DUI on Easter Sunday. So what does a religious holiday have to do with the fact that you got a DUI? And I presented that information for public consumption. Anyways, so about, maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago, she approached me again. And when I went to turn my video camera on to get her to repeat what she had just said, asking me about taking down the video, she took off. She went back to her car pretty quickly and got in her vehicle and drove away. I got a video of her standing there, and I said, well, what was that you had to say? Because she didn't want to talk on camera. She actually didn't want to give me copies of the documents that she had where she had put in her resignation either, but she'd been carrying those around in an envelope for however long, looking for me. But it's kind of disturbing that somebody's going to follow me around town and wait for me to pull over and then come up to my window. I didn't get out of the vehicle at that time because I didn't want to get into a confrontation with her. Anyways, so then we have Karina Rusk. Karina Rusk, instead of maybe leaving a message through YouTube or posting a response on the video or something along those lines, she has taken it upon herself to find out who I associate with and talking to those people and calling them and trying to find a way to get a hold of me. And apparently she sent a letter to somebody, it's a note. And if you could please pass this along to me. And she, she doesn't sign her full name. She just used her first name on this. She didn't sign her name on the envelope. It just had a P.O. box out of Monterey, a 93942. And there's a phone number where I could text her cell. I have no intentions of doing that. If you want to communicate with me, you can get on YouTube. You can leave a response or something along those lines. I have never met you. I don't want to know you. You're probably on probation from what I read. I could verify that, see what the terms are. But she's reaching out. She wants to have a confidential conversation. She even brings up, given the COVID-19, we could talk in a social distance with face coverings and so forth. The thing that strikes me about Karina Rusk is you could go online right now and look at some of the stories she's done on KGO. And there was an incident where there was like a number of people arrested in the San Jose area for tagging, for graffiti. and they posted up 4 of these guys that they arrested. They had their photos or mugshots, the whole, and here she is getting paid to do her job, and that's great. You know, she's putting it out there, letting the public know who these guys are, and they were, quote, suspects at the time. They hadn't been convicted of anything. So at the time I posted her mugshot as well as Huckaby, they were both suspects in cases related to DUI. Both of them had been arrested, both of them had been booked, and I got their photos through public records request from the Monterey County Sheriff's Office because they went to jail. So I don't see the difference in reporting a crime. When Greg Perkins was arrested for kidnapping the folks golden or yellow lab over in Monterey, the dog's name was Candy Cane, and the dog was never seen from again. He actually went to court. I was there the day they were convicting him, and with a number of animal rights people that were there. We were sitting in the courtroom. But I've seen him in public a couple times, and the only reason I haven't said anything to him, because typically he has his kid with him who's like 10, 11 years old, and I don't think it's fair to the child to, you know, confront the father and say, where did you hide, or where did you bury the dog, or where did you kill the dog, or where did you dump the dog? But all of these people have had their photos posted, and I don't have anything. I don't know you people. I'm just putting out information on topics that I think are interesting and or the public might want to know about. And if you're the spokesperson for Salinas Valley Memorial Hospital or in their communications department, I don't think it's good to have somebody that's got a DUI on their record. I haven't looked to see what the outcome of your case is. I know that it's gotten as far as where you had to pay the revenue division, or there's something that was sent to the revenue division of Monterey County. So you probably did pay a fine of some sort. But I am going to go look and find out now, because I think it's, I can't say it's nefarious going around and talking to all these other people and not telling them why you want to talk to me. Just that, you know, you'd like to get in touch with me for some reason or another. That's kind of shady. And all you have to do is leave a comment in the box, just like everybody else, if that's what you want to do. I think there's a messaging system through YouTube. I don't use it. You probably could have found me on Facebook. A lot of people do. And it is what it is. So I'm not going to meet with you. I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to have a whatever kind of relationship or something. I don't need to know you. But it's public record. There's a record of an arrest. I report on that. I put that up. I did it in the case of Sheriff Miller and his son, and the arrests that occurred at his house and evidence that was found in his house. So I see you no different, other than he was an elected official. His son wasn't, though, by the way. So yeah, that's all I have to say. If anybody has any comments or questions, feel free to put them in the text box. Peace out.